I forgot to put the stinger back in there. Oh, the stinger's so cute. Ah, there we go. So let me put the stinger, and let me just switch to the battle map so we can see that stinger. There it is. Ah, so cute. All right, gotta have it. Oh, whoops. Where am I? I'm there. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Okay. Um. Wow, look at that. Some nat 20s up in there, wasted. Oh, look at all those good rolls.
Oh,
Oh, burnt my heart.
So many good rolls. Wasted, wasted, wasted rolls.
Oh,
I think that's the
see, there's
highest initiative roll I've ever rolled.
it's Oni things.
Oni fins.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
I
even
get
better.
it now. I don't even know what an Oni is, so you know.
What,
It's
Maddie?
a
You don't know what an Oni is?
really?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Is it Japanese for demon or devil? It's one of the two.
Well, it's
I
also in D&D. It's like a magic
Oh,
using, like,
yeah, this is true.
I don't know. I don't know. If it's Japanese, I probably don't know it
Demon.
because I don't
Thanks, Jared.
like do the anime thing and stuff. Like I don't know. I'm old, tired.
figured you'd at least know the D&D Oni.
Well, not I don't know everything in D&D. I'm gonna switch back to the big map,
What?
just so I can see that stinger again because it's so cute. Um, yes. Um,
It's pretty awesome.
anyway,
It's like a magic using ogre.
are you
Is
still
Ah,
talking about the Oni? Like,
yes.
okay. Oh, like an ogre magi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. We have ogre magi in Kryn. Um, and that's not what you're going to be dealing with yet. No? Nah. Anyway, welcome back to Dragons of Rebirth. This is Dragonlance.
Dragonlance.
There it is. Golly. Wow.
oh gosh. Oh
Um,
gosh.
apparently,
We
we've.
have to unmute.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, we've just been, out for too long. Oh, Cyrus. Thank you. Um, yeah. Cone of Cold. Yeah. I like Cone of Cold. That's a fun one. 5th level. Mm. Anyway. So we're here to play some Dragonlance. And not just talk about Oni or Ogre Magi or this crazy stuff that's happening in real life because I don't have to be Maddie right now. I don't have to be Maddie for a few hours. I get to be so Maddie Games, and I'm the dungeon master of this game where I like to talk about magic, dragons, and murdering my players. You know.
Wait,
What?
what was the last one?
No, nothing. I didn't say anything. I was joking. Totally joking. But I'm itching to
No, you're
fight.
not.
I'm itching to
No, you're not.
fight. I don't know why. I don't know why.
We are still the only group that he has ever killed, as far as I know.
Well,
True.
group, yes.
Yes, TPK.
Oh,
Mhm.
totally. Gosh, I've just never been one to do that until this group. You know?
We were you wanted to kill us that bad?
I don't want to kill you that bad. I don't know. I like a challenge. I like being challenging. I don't. What I do like is I like these people a lot. You know what I really love? Well, I love them too. I love Dragonlance. Dragonlance. So,
Dragonlance.
Dragonlance.
that was kind of a whisper, Matt. Kind of a whisper. I don't know. Try it. Try it again. Dragonlance.
Dragonlance.
There you go. There you go. All
I do
right.
the ASMR.
There you go. And of course, we've already been talking about talking about the new campaign that'll be starting up soon, and all of that banana pants. So there's a lot of Dragonlance happening in my life, and it's making me very excited. And I'm almost ready to unveil this new uh, Warlock subclass, right, for the Ancient Dragon Patron. And it is currently, actually, would be playable for our, oh no, almost playable. Yeah, almost playable. For our good friend Matt here. And but yeah, I'm really excited for this because it's a little complicated because there's 10 different colors of the dragon kind. And that's like a lot for a subclass of stuff. But you want to give flavor for each of the different dragon patrons. So I think it's gonna be fun. Anyway, that's coming up soon. I'm really excited about that. And there was something that was revealed last session that was a little odd, right? Something about our good friend Kalos here, and his lineage of sorts, and then there was a big old secret that I almost dropped. I almost gave away. I almost revealed. But I didn't. And I'm not going to do it today either.
Ooh.
Or will I?
Why you gotta be like that, Matt?
Or will I? I don't know. But there are a lot of secrets afoot. Oh my gosh, there's so many secrets going on. And then some not so secrets are the things that, like Dew's going through, right? Like one god wants Dew to kill everyone, and another god wants Dew to just like heal and be cool and melt their enemies. So I don't know.
Stu likes that too.
Which one does Dew choose? I don't know. I mean, Mahela is kind of annoying, so
I mean,
toss up.
Yeah, Mahal is definitely the most hated person.
And then,
Stu does not hate Mahel. I don't know why everybody thinks Stu hates Mahel. They just
Eric
don't
doesn't.
like your god because your god is boring.
yeah.
They like
it's,
you just fine.
Yeah. Well, so maybe we do know what Dew's going to do. I don't know. We'll see what Dew does when Dew's it.
That might be the best sentence you've ever said.
When dude does it.
I want that on a shirt now, Maddie.
When
I know
Dew's
Dude's already
it.
got
Wow,
a
that's
shirt,
great.
but holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. He keeps trying to sacrifice himself, like
That's what Dude's annoyed
eventually
about.
it's gonna take, So oh. Well, hopefully it doesn't take until the secrets are revealed, because that would be more fun. Or not. I don't know. So why don't we have our players introduce themselves, and then we can get back to the recap. So let's go ahead and start with Dew. Stephanie, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I am Tea and Tails everywhere, and I am playing Do what they do, drop Dapperling. They are a gnome toxin cleric working towards maybe something else, exploring new options
Playing the
in the
field.
cleric domains. Yeah, playing the field a little bit. Only because the bug face god keeps demanding that they kill their friends, and they kind of like their friends, and they kind of don't want to do that. But they also really like power because that means they don't die. So we're working through it. We're gonna figure it out.
Power's
Kill
kind of
friends,
nice.
find new god.
You know, I like power. Power's fun.
I mean, Maddie did say that the party was gonna die today, so
I don't know. I guess that's up to do. Maybe. Maybe.
like Do could single-handedly take them out.
You never know.
Hmm.
What does do?
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo's
You said
Doo-doo.
does do normally.
It's a tarp. See, I'm not the only person. There it is. Yeah, it is a tarp. A tarp that you fell into. Here you go. Thank you, Stephanie. Matt, go introduce yourself and your character.
I'm Matt. I'm playing Kalos, and now Kalos is not too happy finding out about his past and how he was taken advantage of, and is working through some issues right now, and is very, very pissed.
Very, very angry.
Very, very angry. Yes.
Very angry half elf. So, you know, it is what it is. It's another Sunday. It's all good. Thank you, Matt. Ryan, go introduce your character.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ryan at Belly Broaden, and I'm playing Mahel. He is a knight of the sword who, he's a do-gooder. Yeah, everybody hates.
I know. I think it's mostly just I hate.
Yeah, well, the DM hates, so that's and Elsa hates him too. But
Oh, well, that's fair. But then again, Elsa kind of hates a lot of things. So,
yeah. So,
you know, like giving a paladin a good charisma. Whatever. 8. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Ryan. Now, Audrey, please introduce yourself and your character.
I'm Audrey, also Donia Rain on Twitch. I'm playing Aerith Stronghoof. She is a Minotaur sorcerer of the White Robes, and she's just trying to prove her strength in her own way, since she can't do it in the usual Minotaur way.
Usual Minotaur way. You know,
Brawn over brain.
grabbing the bull by the horns and stuff, right? Yeah, right. I don't know. Yeah. And yeah. More, yeah. Oh golly. So many secrets, so many things, so much happening. It's so I just can't wait. But for now, we are we're currently at Raven Shadow's Keep, where you all essentially met. You met Duchess Raven Shadow, and very eccentric.
Who likes teddy bears?
Really loves.
yeah.
I'm still not convinced those aren't real people.
Me neither, dude. Me neither.
Those are not real teddy bears.
I don't know. You know. And then you also met another person who was in the form of a dwarf, and his name was Thirdian. It was oh my god. Oh right, 30 in platitude. Who was
Platypus.
a very bronzy dwarf.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. And as as 30 and some others went to go scout out the Copperpot's kettle to see if they could see what happened and whatnot. You all followed Raven Shadow up into their lair and do put a ring in their mouth and turn into a teddy bear. And then got carried around for a while. Because,
Really not complaining.
sometimes that's just easier, right? And
Kind of okay with it.
and then, of course, it was revealed that the dragons here may have known Callus's father. And, explained, well, essentially, the lies. The lies that were told to Callus by the Green Dragon. And this is what is called, or what is very well known as the Long Con. As we discover how the kind of manipulative games that Green Dragons like to play is, they're not to be trusted. But, when you are a orphan, promise so much, you'll believe a lot of things. So, of course, this is just the recount of one person, right? So, who knows? Maybe there are pieces missing of the story. Maybe there's something unsaid. There's definitely some stuff unsaid. Like I mentioned, there are going to be secrets revealed eventually. We're close. We're so close. But I think a lot of that was dependent on finding Oswald. Because it's really more of his story to tell, right? And as you'll find yourselves, golly, I'm trying to remember where exactly we left off. Like, I usually go back and watch the end of the previous episode just as a reminder.
My notes
busy.
say that Callus. Oh wait, nope, that's not good. That's definitely not where we left off.
No, just
Yeah.
Callus
last
got
note took-
angry and we all calmed him down. And then
I usually end on something. I always end
Something
on
about Callus's father being a player and wanted all the knowledge.
No, that's
Mhm.
that's
Yeah, that's
part
about
of
where we left off
the
last.
story, so. Well,
My daddy's a whore.
well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Basically, it's a runaround Sue. But as you're all hanging out with Countess or Duchess, I forget. Is it Duchess?
Duchess. It was Duchess.
It was Duchess. Okay.
Mm.
Duchess. There are there's some time passes. There's there's food that's brought up and everything like that, and you're all very well fed. Um, all the food is very quite weird and eccentric, of course, um, as it would be. And just as you're finishing up, the door over out to the far right, far side of the chamber opens up, and you see Thirdian walk in, and he looks around, looks at all of you, and looks over at Duchess. We couldn't get near it.
What do you mean you couldn't get near it?
There's some type of barrier. It's we could send our scouts. Is a bird, but we could not go forward.
Can you describe this barrier? Did it have any kind of color to it? Any kind of sheen?
No, it was not anything we could see. But
Are you saying dragons can't go through the barrier, or nothing can go through the barrier?
we believe dragons cannot.
No.
So, you may need to be the ones to do the scouting.
I mean, I'm really good at scouting.
What's the quickest way into the kettle?
We can take you up to the barrier. Does that mean... Oh no. I won't be able to go with them. No. No, Mr. Fuzzy.
Kalos, do we know of any magic specific and how to counteract that magic? Maybe we can get in and you all can wait until we drop the barrier. And then our mission would just be to drop the barrier, not to take on anything in there.
Oh,
I know of
definitely do
some
not take on
magic.
anything.
I know of some magic barriers. I have come across them in my readings. Do I know any of these? Do I possibly know what this barrier is?
No, I think you definitely don't have enough information right now.
Okay.
Without, like, physically examining the barrier yourself.
Okay.
Just not enough information to even make a roll right now.
Okay. So I know of some barriers. I mean, that's basic, magic casting, but I'd have to look at it myself. We have to get there and look at it first.
And, yes, so, that's good. If you can find where the barrier, if the barrier is powered or something there, if you can stop it or knock it out or dispel it in any way from inside, good. But if not, just scout, see if you can gather information about the location or maybe what may have happened to Oswald. Other than that, don't get yourself killed. as he looks at Mahel.
Dew also looks at Mahel.
As does Mr. Fuzzybottom. And Duchess.
I will do
gonna
my
fuck-
best.
You were saying, Earth?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna follow their gaze and look at him and yeah, shake my head.
All right. There's we'll take you to where the barrier is on where the it's not very far out from the blast scene. But enough where we cannot see much.
Well, the longer we sit here, the longer something is happening in there. We need to see if we can take down this barrier. I think we should head out here now.
Agreed.
Good. Duchess, will you return? She ate something a little spicy and she's having trouble talking now. Oh. Okay. What? Nothing. Just let's go. Right? You're all so weird. So weird. As 30 just turns around and storms off. Come on, let's go!
Yeah, Aerith was already up and following. I was assuming after Kalos.
Yeah.
All right. I'll ride there with
I-
you all, but I guess I probably won't be able to go in. But yeah, I don't know.
Aerith turns, you've done more than enough for us. We can take it from here.
But also having a dragon fly us out of a really dangerous area was kind of handy.
Yeah. It's pretty good to be a dragon.
Can I be a dragon?
I think you guys be born that way, but there is some magic out there that can turn you into a dragon, like for a period of time. It's like really powerful magic. And I don't know if anybody in the I mean, actually, Duchess could do it.
Would you say that it was bug god magic or bright Bernie magic?
I'm going to put my hand on Callus's shoulder. Do you think you can distract her? We need to get going.
Yeah, do. I wouldn't worry about a dragon turning into a dragon right now because, well, you wouldn't be able to get into the barrier.
Well, no, I'm just making plans for the future. I'm trying to decide. And if the dragon magic, I need to know if the dragon turning into a dragon magic is on the bug god side or the Bernie god side.
Well, I tell you what, how about we discuss this when we get back? We kind of have to get going here soon.
Yeah, okay.
That's totally
I'm gonna
fair.
try and grab a one of the teddy bears on the way out. Take it with me.
All right. Are you trying to do this on the sly, or are you just like snatching one?
I don't know if I don't think Do thinks they're being sneaky and they're going to try to be sneaky, but I don't think they're going to be sneaky at all.
Well, let's roll a sleight of hand.
But they're definitely going to think that they're super sneaky. Whoa! Whoa! That actually wasn't too bad.
See? See? I put a
Oh,
DC in
hi.
my head. And it's like the DC. These guys.
The gods of Kryn are with us.
That's some really spicy food for a Duchess to have missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one of the smaller ones that I can just take with me.
Yep. Yeah, it's really good to steal from a copper dragon. They love it. Love it.
Yeah. He
All
doesn't
right.
know that.
And now our
There's a
party's
lot
gonna
of
get
teddy
wiped.
bears.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see this, I guess, then? Since we are trying to get them to come with us.
I will give you perception at disadvantage.
My passive perception would see it.
No, it wouldn't. Not a disadvantage. There it is. Nope. Anyone else can roll. I'll let you roll.
Dude just really liked being a teddy bear and really wants to
Let me show the
borrow
people at home
it.
these fucking rolls. Right?
for good luck.
There it is.
That's ridiculous.
Well, in Mahel's defense, I think he actually would be really focusing on Do and what they might be doing, since the conversation about dragons turns into dragons and then them. So that makes sense.
So this is what Mahel does. As he sees Do reach for the teddy bear, he walks in front of her hand, or their hand, so that Do can do it without being seen.
All right.
I cannot. Wow. Okay.
Oh, see, this is why Do doesn't hate Mahel. I don't think Do would even notice that, though. I don't know if they would notice Mahel actually. Well, I guess if you're like super obviously right next to them, see them take it, and then just not do anything about it, they probably would notice that you.
No, he would make it look like he's like doing something to everybody else.
Okay.
You know, just like a distraction to
Awesome.
help Do.
Yeah, I mean, Do could roll insight if they want to.
Nah, I don't think Do would really. Do's focused on trying to borrow a teddy bear. To be honest, I don't think they're that insightful.
Borrow.
They're a little bit insightful, but not during times like this.
It's gonna bite their butt later on.
You just want something for good luck that's comforting, especially since
remember
they're
this.
about to go into scary town.
This is what happens.
Yep.
When players die.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Anyway. So you guys are led out back through where you came. And back to that landing terrace. And as you come up to the terrace itself, so Mr. Fuzzybottom just kind of stops you all, and allows 30 to walk out to the middle of the terrace there, and in a flash, what was once a very well armored dwarf is now this gargantuan bronze dragon with
Wait, you're a dragon too?
are you not paying attention here, Do? Like,
Mr. Fuzzybottom, do you really think Do is paying attention? Ever?
Yes.
Everybody here a dragon?
Well, like the important people that we've talked to and met here, yes, they're dragons.
Dew looks over at Mahel expectantly.
I'm not important enough to.
He is definitely not
Not
a
true.
dragon. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess we're all dragons, right? I mean, I'm a dragon, and he's a dragon, and she's a dragon, so whatever. Maybe you're a dragon, Dew.
Don't give her
What?
ideas.
What I want to be, I want to be a dragon.
So, are we riding on the back of this dragon?
You will be, yes. As Mr. Fuzzybottom, still in fuzzy mode,
Still in fuzzy mode.
he essentially leads you over to the dragon and helps you all climb on.
I'm going to make sure that I am sitting right next to Dew.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the last one on because I'm trying to build up my courage to get on something that's far greater in size than Mr. Fuzzy Bottom was.
And as you're trying to build up that courage there, you're trying to gather your strength. You feel a warmth. You feel heat. Like inside your chest and in your arms and your legs. And you realize your eyes are just shut so tight. You open your eyes. And you see Mr. Fuzzybottom standing in front of you. And he's just got this look of are you okay?
Yeah, I think I'm doing fine now.
Okay.
I wasn't for a second there.
You started to glow.
Fire didn't explode for me, did it? Just gonna look around.
No, but you looked
Okay.
like you were going to, maybe. You're okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, you're back to normal now. That was weird. And I'll let Kalos, since Mahel's very focused on Dew right now, and Dew's very focused on, dragon stuff.
Two things.
I'll let Kalos attempt a perception check. You see these rolls, folks? You see these rolls? Yeah, so Kalos, what you see is you're climbing up the back, you look down, you see Aerith, just kind of standing there at the bottom, just kind of waiting, just trying to, find that, get that, make that first step, and the Fuzz is standing off to the side of her, and you see that Aerith has got her eyes closed and squinting, and And then all of Aerith starts to glow a like a burning red, orange, golden color. And you see the fuzz just kind of like backing away and his eyes open wide, like, what the fuck? And then you see Aerith open her eyes and it all just kind of fades.
I hop down. I go to Aerith. What was that?
What was what?
That glowing.
Callus, another perception check. Excellent. Oh, well, let me do that too.
He's a lot bigger than Mr. Fuzzybottom was. I think I'm ready. She's gonna start going up the back of the tail.
Okay.
Aerith. Has that happened before?
Once.
What happened?
Minotaurs aren't supposed to have magic. I'm not supposed to have magic. I didn't know how to control it. I think I was suppressing it too long.
What
I
happened the
left.
last time you did that happen?
I was scared. I was being attacked from all angles. I was just trying to defend myself. I lost control. I hurt a lot of people. But I'm better now.
You lost control of your magic?
I didn't know what it was.
Okay. What about your teachers? Have you ever told them about this before?
Yeah.
What'd they
That's
say?
why they took so much interest in me.
Is it your fear that causes this?
I'm not sure. Not this time. I'm scared. I'm not defending myself.
Okay. You need to stay calm. Because if you do not control that, expelling that much magic could be very deadly. Not only to anybody around you, but yourself.
I know, Carlos. I know. I'm okay now.
We can talk later about this. Maybe there's some way we can help you control a little bit more.
Maybe. And she walks away and starts getting onto the bronze dragon. I forgot his name.
30.
Thank you, Thirdian.
As she's crawling up the back, I'm just watching, just seeing, watching
I
her
am
movement.
not making eye contact with Callus. I'm just walking up.
I walk over to Fuzzy Bottom. Have you ever seen something like this before?
I have seen similar things. That looked very similar to a spell that warlocks know, hellish rebuke. You know,
I know that one quite well.
it looks very similar to that. but in a more natural sense. I don't know. Because it wasn't purposeful.
No.
Um, there's been a lot of folks that we're finding all over that are experiencing changes. Mm. And not really sure what it is, but I don't know.
I'm
You definitely want to keep an eye on Aerith. She may be one of those folks.
I'm just concerned because we normally don't see minotaurs using magic. So I'm just hoping that she's can be okay to wield it because you could definitely hurt yourself and others if you don't know how to control it properly.
Yeah, I don't worry too much about that with Aerith because Aerith was trained by the wizards, but and actually passed her test, which is very difficult. Um, but this might not be related to her um, sorcery, right? This
I
might
don't
be
know.
something different.
It
That's
could
my
it could not
concern.
be. Just let's just watch her, make sure she's okay.
Yeah. Um, well, be sure to. I won't be with you guys when we get to that barrier. Um, or past the barrier. But I think you guys will be okay. You guys are developing quite the team.
You can say that, but we have a strong team. Everybody's strong in their own way.
Yeah. Guys are getting there, that's for sure. Hmm.
At that, I look over at Fuzzy Bottom and just nod my head, and I just go right back up to the climbing up the dragon.
Okay. And he follows you up. And as the fuzz, the last one to climb up and find a place to set, he does this like odd whistle sound, and you just feel the wings of this gargantuan dragon just lift right up and I don't know
Okay.
how to describe it, but stuff like inertia and gravity and that feeling like you're gonna poop yourself all at the same time, man. Um,
A little poison. Gotta do.
and it is both the most frightful and exciting thing that's ever happened to any of you at this moment. It is really just a different experience. Um, because this dragon is so huge yet so powerful that lifting this gargantuan body into the air should not be possible. But
Okay, so where's the house?
well, what house?
You had a house on your back. So does he have a house on his back?
Oh, the hut. No, no. 30th's not that kind of dragon. No. Like I'm pretty much the only dragon that like put the Liam and Tiny hut on his back.
Shouldn't it be called Fuzzy Bottom's Tiny Hut?
Well, yeah.
I don't know who Liam is.
I don't know who Liam is either, and it's not even from this world, so I should have really even said it. But, you know, we'll just call it Fuzzy Bottom's Tiny Hut from now on.
I mean, it's on your back, so it should be your name.
The
I've
Fuzzy
got
Mouse.
Butt Hut.
Fungi
It's the
in
Fuzzy
one
Butt
arm.
Hut. There it is. Fuzzy Butt
Fuzzy
Hut.
Butt Hut.
There it is.
I'm squeezing Fungi in one arm and the teddy bear in the other, and just holding on for dear life.
Where'd you get that
Mahel's
teddy
gonna
bear?
lean into Do and say, you know, you really shouldn't borrow from ancient dragons.
That was for good luck, and it's
Oh,
You
soft.
should have asked.
Oh, fuck.
And well, I don't know where. I didn't think she'd mind. But she turned me into a teddy bear, and then I was like, oh, that's really soft, and I really liked being a teddy bear. And then I thought, well, if we're gonna have to go in there, then I should have something for good luck. And then I didn't think she would mind if I borrowed one, because it was really, really soft. And I just remember how much I like to be a teddy bear, so I just wanted a teddy bear. Can I make a little hat for this teddy bear and put a little scarf on it?
For when you return it, right, dude?
Well, yeah, of course. Then it will have it'll look like me, and then she'll remember that time that I turned into a teddy bear.
Oh, man, she's going to be so mad.
What?
Oh,
She's gonna be mad.
oh boy.
It's just a teddy bear. It's not like I stole money.
Mahel's totally going to die. Oof.
Earth just has her head on Mahel's shoulder, holding on to him and just not looking. Oh, dude, what have you done this time?
Dude,
It's
you
just a
stole a
teddy
teddy bear?
I borrowed a teddy bear and she had so many of them.
You never, ever take from a dragon, good or bad.
From the dragon? I'm gonna take it back.
It doesn't matter if you're borrowing it. No.
Dragons are very generous. Every dragon that I met so far has been very helpful and very
You
generous.
No, you never ever
I didn't
take.
think she would mind if I borrowed it.
let's
They're all so nice.
focus. Let's focus on the problem ahead.
This is going to be a problem ahead if we don't do anything
No, but
about it.
she is not going to
Should
be
I-
able to bug us while we're inside the dragon barrier. So
Should I drop it?
no,
No,
no, no,
no,
no, no, no,
no.
no. Let's focus on the immediate problem, and then we'll worry about this
I love this.
afterwards.
This is so
Dude,
good.
Did it
as
eat
soon as
me?
we get down, you are giving that teddy bear to 30 and no questions asked.
But it's not his.
I don't care. You give it to him when we get down.
Oh, snap.
Before or after we go in?
No,
was like,
before
I
we
brought it
go
for good
in, you
luck.
give it to him.
Hey, but if you die inside there, it's your fault because you made me get rid of the teddy bear.
I do not want that thing to end up missing.
You know, what? What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. Okay, so it is not a very short or a very long flight to your destination, as you quickly find that 30 is landing, and of course, both these keeps are both high up in the mountains, and there's a rough path that he lands at, and of course you don't see anything ahead, Except for, of course, you see the kettle not too far with the what you probably estimate to be about a third of the building just gone from the footprint of, said building. And yeah. The path ahead, it looks like it'll probably take you all a couple hours of walking, climbing. But, not too bad.
I slide off 30 and I go over to where his head is. And I hold out the teddy bear. I borrowed this, and they think that the other one, the dragon lady, is going to eat me if I don't give it back. But I wanted it for good luck. But I was going to give it back.
And as you're talking, because you're just like, there's this eye that is like the size of you.
That's I'm holding it up to the eye, like the eyeball's gonna grab it somehow.
It's kind of like it's got the thing where it's all like kind of like the pupils all normal, right? And then as you say that this is from the other one lady, like the eye gets all big for a second, like oh snap. Like it definitely reacts. And
so they told me to give it to you when we landed and not take it with me.
And the fuzz walks up behind you. It's like, I'll grab it. Here, do I'll take it. We'll put in a good word for you, okay?
You mean you put in a good word for me? Like that I can keep it?
No, like that you can live.
Nobody will be hurting you.
You will. You will be hurting. The hell.
It's not like I stole money. And I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. I was going to take it back. It was for good luck.
Yes.
I thought all dragons were nice.
It was in the dragon's lair.
Yeah. You all seem very generous.
Yeah, but
I didn't think it would be a big deal if I borrowed it.
It's in our inner layer. It's like means that it's like priceless.
I wasn't gonna steal it. And if it's priceless, then it's fine. It's not worth anything.
Oh, honey, that's not what priceless means.
It's in there. You priceless. So you can't put a price on it. So it's not worth anything. Then it's not.
That means it's worth too much to put a price on it.
Dude, do you use money to bring out fungi?
Yeah. No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
You do?
No. Yes. No. I don't remember. It's been a while since I used a spell.
Well, you use incense and stuff to bring out
no, it's a certain money's worth of incense. Yeah. Well, I have to spend money on the things to bring out fungi.
Okay, and do you like fungi so much that you would protect fungi?
Yeah.
That's the same
if fungi
thing.
dies, I can just bring him back.
Yeah, but what if you couldn't bring fungi back? Would you be sad? And would you be mad if somebody took fungi from you?
Yes.
Well,
but they can't because he's
It's the same thing if you were to take something out of a dragon's lair.
I was gonna take it back.
It doesn't matter.
Aerith has her head on her staff right now. Do dear.
I would let you borrow
without
fungi.
permission is stealing.
I'm sure if you would have asked her, she may have, but you have to ask. You just can't take.
I don't know if we're ever going to find Mr. Copperpot.
Probably
I
not.
was just about to ask,
That's-
is this barrier colored? Can we see it?
No. But as you all exit off of 30 and 30 reforms as a dwarf, and begins to walk up the path and is walking steadfast, walking like there nothing is going to stop him, and slam, like he hit some invisible wall. When he hits this barrier, there is almost a bit of a sparkle that kind of plim plim plim, in different directions. Like if you watch an episode of Star Trek and they hit the force field and all of a sudden it kind of comes up, but it's just a little spark, like a faint sparkle. It's not like you saw like this whole wall thing just appear where he slammed into, but there's definitely something there.
Mahel is going to walk through it.
Okay. Mahel, please make a strength saving throw.
If I see Mahela walk through it, I would end up running towards him. But I don't know if I get there before or after whatever's going to happen happens.
21.
Okay, you just walk right through. There was a little bit of, I want to say you felt a little bit of resistance,
Okay.
but you stepped right through. And as Dew follows, Dew goes right through, no problem.
I walk up to where 30 is.
And he's a bit stunned just from the impact, but kind of as you approach, opens his eyes. If I figured it would be, I figured it would hurt, but I had to try to show you what.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm built of stronger stuff. But damn, that
Or
hurt.
you're a dragon.
So I go up to the barrier and I lightly put my hand on over where he hit.
Okay. Callus, make a strength saving throw.
Oh, good.
Did you say you walked through? Or put your hand?
A little too. Oh,
Holy
jeez.
shit.
Okay. As you put your hand up to it, you actually feel a little bit of resistance as well, but your hand does it does pass through.
Do I have I seen this before?
I am going to give you an Arcana at disadvantage, because not really, but you've read a lot of shit.
23.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Oh.
So roll again.
It didn't do it. I did the
Yeah, sometimes,
Oh,
sometimes it happens. I'll
Yeah,
say
12.
it is 12.
Okay.
Not really. But you definitely felt some resistance. And there was a shimmer that was, I would say it was prismatic, it was all the colors, so it wasn't like there was anything there.
So
would
I,
help. Yeah.
I feel this tension. I know this barrier's here. I'm kind of curious about it. So what I ended up doing is I take off my amulet and I hold it to the barrier.
And this is the green dragon's amulet.
Yes.
Okay. As you hold it to the barrier, um, it is stopped.
It just stops it.
It stops at the barrier. It's almost as if you put held the amulet up against a stone wall.
I don't think this is her magic.
The green ladies.
Yeah, I don't think this is her magic. I
Well, then she wouldn't be able to leave.
I'm kind of curious about this. I put the amulet back on and I slowly go to walk through the barrier.
Okay. Because you rolled a 20 on your strength saving throw, I'm not going to have you roll it again, but you still feel some resistance as you begin to walk through, but as soon as the amulet hits the barrier, you stop.
This I can't take this thing through.
Here, Kelf, I'll hold on to it for you, or if you want, we'll pitch it down a volcano together or something. I don't know.
Does make sense. It is of her magic, and she is a dragon.
I want to see a volcano.
But I'm just saying, we'll hold on to it. But you definitely need to go through.
I take off the amulet and hand it over to Fuzzy Bottom.
Okay. Do you kind of remain where you were standing, kind of partway through the barrier as you do that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you take off the amulet, just enough to where you can get it off, and you hand it over. And do you continue to walk through?
Yes, I continue to walk through once I hand it over.
Okay. So you handed off the amulet, and you continue to walk through the barrier. You still feel some resistance as you're walking through that barrier. It's subtle. It's not strong, but something definitely some resistance. I think the last person we have left is Aerith.
Yeah, she stands back. She's just watching this, the reaction that happened to 30 and his obvious discomfort. And I walk up and thank him for taking us this far. But is curious to know if maybe her staff with the detect magic can maybe possibly give us more information of what we're looking for inside, whether it is attached to an item or not. I'm not sure if we can use it in this manner.
Well, you can cast detect magic and see what happens. Okay. So, as you cast it with the staff, and you close your eyes and reopen them, and when you reopen them, you see the world as if you were looking at one of those freaking computer simulation things. Everything looks a little bit more geometric all of a sudden, and what you see around you is like obviously there are items and things like that on each of the people around you that are glowing or and whatnot, and then you're looking over towards your friends, and um, they're all kind of jumbled a bit because there is this glow that goes all the way up, and you look and it's like a dome almost all around the kettle, and it shimmers in all these different colors, and it's almost dizzying because it's so much. And Aerith, please make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. So you're looking at all of this, and it is becoming very intense, and you begin to stumble back a little bit, and you catch yourself as your sorcerer, the sorcery fortitude just kind of kicks in for a second. You just okay, and catch your breath for a minute, look around, and you're seeing okay, let's do one more roll here. This is going to be Arcana at advantage. Okay. Okay.
That was such a bad roll.
No, it's not that bad. Okay, you still got a 15. So what a 15 is going to tell you here is it's not going to tell you much about the source of this all, but you do have a very good feeling that from the way that this dome is shaped and everything like that, and that it is probably not a dome at all, but actually a sphere, right? And that sphere has a center point, and it is, as you look at the kettle, and you see essentially you almost kind of see where the base of it all is. Your eyes can really pinpoint the center of this thing right now, and it looks just to be like maybe feet below the floor of the kettle. So the source is probably in that spot.
Okay.
That's what you gleaned from a 15.
So she's gonna clear her eyes a little bit and go, wow. So this, I just cast detect magic on this to see if I could figure out what we're dealing with, and this is a sphere of sorts. This is not just a dome. There's a center point, and from what I can tell, it's in this direction. And I'm going to point to where I could find where I'd seen where I believe the center part is. I don't think I want to do that anytime soon. Oh, wow. Beautiful, a little intense. And she's going to put her hand on the barrier and see if she can pass through.
You put your hand up and you don't feel a thing.
Okay.
You go right through.
I'm assuming I don't know that everybody else has felt resistance, so I'm just
Nope.
going to walk
Yeah,
through.
you don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't feel resistance.
No one's
but
brought
also,
it up yet.
Yeah. So I'm just going to
Also-
walk through.
I mean, we probably saw Kalos's medallion like almost choking as he's walking through.
That's about it. Yeah.
I just assumed it was the dragon magic.
But none of the resistance that both Mahel and Kalos felt. No, that hasn't been brought up.
Seeing what Kalos had been doing is currently holding their really creepy holy symbol and doing this in and out of the barrier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing.
Dude,
Yeah, they're
can you
just doing
put that
that for a
away,
while.
please?
What?
Can you put
What?
that away, please? It's very disturbing.
Disturbing. It was a gift.
It's actually very offensive.
You're very offensive. He stomps off.
I walk up to Mahel. I need you to take point on anything that comes up to us. That medallion gave me protection, and now I'm weaker because of not having it.
On it.
All right.
And Mahel will take the lead as we start walking towards where Aerith pointed.
All right. Now let me bring up something. So you start heading up that path. And our marching order is, I guess, Mahel in front.
I'm behind Mahel.
Behind Mahel.
I'm in the back, mumbling to myself about how my necklace isn't offensive or scary.
Okay.
I'll be behind Kalos.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So let's do this. All right. This would be a good time for a skills challenge. All right.
Ooh.
Which we will do when we return from our break. Cause it's break time, baby. Break time.
Really?
And so we just got a little hint at potential secrets. And who knows? Oh, right. And Mr. Fuzzy Bottom rolled a terrible perception, right? Just like he did back at the keep. And Thirdian was about to say something, but just didn't get a chance. Before Aerith walked off. So that's another thing.
You're such a tease.
As a do. So we will be back. And I don't know, maybe we'll do less revealing of secrets more still. I don't know. But we'll do a skills challenge because that's fun. And then we'll see what we find up at the kettle. At good old Copperpot's kettle. All right. So we'll be back in a few. In the meantime, we'll play some really awesome synthwave, right? Steampunk. What the fuck, man? I don't know. Anyway, so let's get that going. And where is that? We hit that, and then that, and then bye. We get a break. And And we're back. There we go. So we're back from break. I've had a lot of chocolate.
Oh,
It's good. You know, chocolate donut, chocolate parfait, chocolate
Jeez.
coffee. I don't know. And I think there's something wrong with the air conditioner now. Because it's really warm in this house. But it's not really, really warm, like outside warm, but it's not as cold as it's supposed to be. Which means this room is even hotter. But right now we're at 78 in this room. You know, I took the portable air conditioner to storage.
Of course.
I'm an idiot. So we'll see how this goes. You know, because the warmer I get, the angrier I get. So maybe it is TPK day. I don't know. We'll see. But you can't die from a skills challenge. No. That is number one
Say
rule
that.
of skills challenge. You cannot die from skills challenge. But a
You
skills-
underestimate our power.
a skill.
Right.
Wow. Okay. No, I guess that's true. But so skills challenge, which is something very similar to what was done in 4th edition. We have a little scenario. Players are trying to get from point A to point B. They're going to each in turn. We're going to do like an initiative. And in turn, each of the players is going to choose one of their skills and explain how that skill allows them to do what they want to do in this point A to point B thing. And then they roll their die. And I have a set DC for the skills challenge. That is a set number for every roll. And then when it comes to choosing skills, the players essentially can't choose the same skill that the player before them chose, and they can't choose the same skill in subsequent turns. But that's about it. If you could explain it, you can use a skill. And this leads to fun narrative, a roleplay. So we'll see how this goes. So let's go ahead and have. Oh right, hold on. Let me do that thing. So how do I pull up that tracker again? How does it do?
It's it's on your left side.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which one it looks like because
Oh,
I only
I got
have
it.
player one.
Okay, so let me clear this out. No. I want to clear that out. Remove all turns. Clear. There we go. Excellent. All right. So go ahead and oh wait.
We need a page with our tokens on them if
Yes,
you
I
want it to
do.
auto prod.
Hold on. I got this. I just need your tokens. Put them here. Let's see. I got your tokens. Get your tokens. Like copy, and then are you gonna work for me? Maybe we'll see. Paste. No. Use.
Usually works.
Okay. It I guess it didn't want to use the keyboard, whatever. So
Oh, the keyboard
okay,
commands.
that's fine. Fine. So click copy. Lord, and I will eventually get the hang of this thing. Paste. There you are.
There we go.
Okay. So let's just grab y'all and move you up to the top here, where everyone can see you. So go ahead and click your little token and then roll for initiative. That should put you in the turn order, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
We are on the same page.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Those are very divergent rolls. Yes. So I click descending, right? Yeah.
Ryan, you'll go ahead of me though because you've got a +2 and I've got a nothing.
But I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
It
that's
does-
true.
It
Okay.
still puts you ahead of due, so because you still get a tiebreaker. So that's pretty sad. You rolled a natural 1, still
Mhm.
before due.
Still before me. Yep, that's about right. Dude's very distracted right now. They just
Oh.
lost their teddy bear. Like their
Um,
necklace was insulted.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. If I do, what if I do? There.
Dude
it
thinks they're gonna
is.
have to kill Mahel first.
Oh, that's not coming up on the. Oh, I see.
Do it.
Oh, here we go. Let's move that over. There we go. There, folks can see the turn order now on the screen too. There we go. Nice. This is all good. Okay, so what y'all see is this path that you're on, essentially, that leads up to the kettle, is very much not a great path, right? It's a partial path. It's a sort of path. There are like there's rock that just juts up and cuts the path off. There's little cliffs that the path just disappears. But here and there along the way, there is a visible path. And what we're doing here is we are going to go from point A, which is where you're at, to the kettle, and and I think we're gonna say we're just gonna narrate the journey up to the kettle and into the kettle, and yeah, we're gonna have a. I want everyone to at least go twice. So this is what we're gonna do. 6 successes is a win. Okay? And 3 failures is a loss. No, actually, because I want everyone to go at least once, we'll make it 4 failures. Okay? So I feel that's fair, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they fail 4 times, but all right.
You don't know this group.
I know how this group rolls when I want them to roll shitty. They don't. But all right, so I've got the DC in my head, and because you guys roll so great all the time when I want you to roll shitty, this DC is not low. So, but like I said before, there is no dying in a skills challenge. What happens if they win? What happens if they fail? If they win, they'll gain an advantage when they reach the kettle. And if they fail, there will be a complication, an extra complication, must say, an extra complication at the kettle when they arrive. But they will arrive at the kettle, no matter what. Right?
We're hoping.
All right. So, I want you all to go ahead and take some carte blanche as to the terrain and the things that you see in front of you. And think about your skills, what you're good at, especially. But, if you want to roll one of your bad ones, that'd be great too. Like, totally. I love it. Think outside the box. Or inside the cat box. Whatever. It's all good. So our skills challenge begins now. And Matt, you're up. What skill and what are you doing to progress you and the party?
So I'm very knowledgeable. I know a lot about history. I know a lot about Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
So considering that this is going up to Copperpot's Kettle, I'm assuming there's some history behind this path because not anybody's going to want to walk up easily.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do a history check on this and see if anybody has done this, if this path has been known before, if there's any hidden, not really traps, but hidden advantages that we may have for this, or anything that's not visible to our eye, but is known from history.
All right. I'll give it to you. Go ahead and roll. All right, 24. Wow, shock. Look at all this shock in my face. So much fucking shock.
I love you. Love you.
So, because whatever. Let me see if we can. Do I want to freehand this? Yeah, sure, why not? So go. I wonder if this is. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's a big line. Okay. Here, I'll just do that. There we go. And all right. One success. Oh, purple.
So our goal is we're essentially walking through this trail towards the kettle. Is that correct? And
Yes.
just based on our general knowledge is what or how we perform, I guess, is how far up we go.
Well, you're gonna get there. It's just how you get there.
Okay.
And we're just kind of narrating the journey through skills.
So Aerith is going to be taking in the surroundings, and she's going to be kind of pulling from her resource of the lifestyle of a Minotaur and their way that they are going to be using their hooves to their advantage and gaining footage throughout the terrain, their natural strength to keep balanced, and just look out for anything that's like loose so that we don't really like slip or fall and injure ourselves. So she's going to use her nature skill to just try and make sure that we aren't going to be, tripping or falling or injuring as we travel this not clear path.
You know what? Why not? Go for it.
I don't know if I hit it or not. Nope. Where is it? Go. There we go. 25.
Huh. Wow. Yeah. Should have kept the
It's
fail
what
at
we
3,
do.
obviously,
It's okay. I haven't rolled
We are,
yet. There's
we work
still
in
hope.
nature. Yes, right, because dew's coming up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my god. Okay. That's great. 2 successes. Like, boy oh boy.
We need 6.
Wow. That's all. Okay, 2 successes. There we go. All right. And now we go to Mahel. Mahel. You're muted.
So Mahel, he is a real, like, he wants to help people, right? So he is going to use, he's constantly like moving forward, finding the path, moving forward, and then like helping people up difficult parts. And if he has to tie them off and pull them up, he'll do that.
Okay.
He's going to go ahead and roll his athletics check.
Sure. You know. 'Cause why wouldn't he?
25.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. You know, because why not? I mean, okay, 3 successes. We're halfway there. Oh, living on a fuck. Okay. Well, there we go. I'm so excited here.
I'm starting to think our DM doesn't want us to succeed on this.
I mean, do I want you to have an advantage at the kettle? Not really, but you know, that's more fun for you to not have advantage at there. Anyway. Guys are really walking away with this. That's great. Okay.
So yeah, so like narratively, you see him just like it's him being that barmer and
Yeah.
climbing the thing, reaching down and pulling people up, and like doing those things. See climbs.
Yep. I know. Yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes. They'll still roll well in combat. What are you talking about? I don't know. Okay, Dude, you're up.
Okay, well, Dew's not paying attention to anybody or anything, but what Dew does like to watch are bugs and animals.
Okay.
So Dew's doing this like while they're walking, like not really paying attention to anything, but they're keeping in on animals. So I would either like to do a survival or animal handling to check for the movement and patterns of any kind of living creature for danger. Like if they're moving away from danger in a hurry, or if there's birds that suddenly take off in the distance for no reason.
That would be survival. Sure.
Yeah. You know, if there's
Or
rats
nature.
around, they tend to
Yeah.
run away from
Well,
danger.
I'll give you survival. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Because do you like survival? But not that well.
Thank you, Dude.
I told you that I still had to roll.
All right. So that is 1 failure.
You're welcome.
So now we're back at our 3 failure threshold, right? Because we've got 1 failure. Now we need 3 more. It's not going to happen, but you never know. Okay. So we've gone through 4 turns. We are 3-1 on a 6 pass, 3 fail. Kalos, you're back up.
Okay. So considering that there's a magic barrier around, I'm assuming that whoever placed this barrier up used some kind of magic arcana to prevent anyone coming up from this footpath who might have been able to go through this barrier. So I wanted to use my arcana skill to see if there's any magic in the area.
All right, go ahead.
He sounds so defeated.
I know.
Oh God,
He's
I
gonna
failed it.
kill us.
No, I failed it.
Whoa.
Okay, there you go.
I was not expecting that.
Yikes.
You like rolled a 4 on the die. Dang.
Jesus.
That
Okay.
was terrible.
Well, now we are 2 failures. All right. So half and half, right? Halfway to pass, halfway to fail. All right.
No pressure.
All right. Terrible job, Matthew. Oh well. This time I'm talking to you. All right. Aerith, you're up.
So, looking and remembering what I was seeing as I was doing the detect magic, um, and remembering all of the points of magic in that sphere and everything. I'm going to be keeping an eye out, just for. I'm just going to be taking in everything that I can see now that I'm not seeing all the magic to see, just to make sure that we're making good decisions, and I know where all the magic points are, so I'm not going to be going towards those areas trying to get to where we need to go, I guess. So I'm going to do insight.
Okay, why not?
Dang it.
I was going to do survival, but she took it.
I was gonna do insight my next one. Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna
What
do
I'm
survival
do.
too, and dude took it.
Oh no, see
God.
now, like,
I don't even know what I rolled. Oh, there we go.
you just can't do what the person before you did.
Oh, okay. I
That's-
thought it was you
that's
couldn't do
things.
it at all.
No. Like, it's just the person
Okay.
before you. If they do that, you can't follow up with that.
And if you've done it before, you
And
can
if you've
do
done it before,
Okay.
those are the two
Oh,
restrictions.
okay.
Okay. So, but you got a 20, so you passed. Because it would be awful if I set the DC above 20. Would it? Would it matter? No. But
Not so far.
we're gonna have to rethink the next skills challenge, apparently. But yes, you pass, so we are back to Mahel. So Mahel, you cannot use athletics and you cannot use insight.
Okay, so I am going to use my survival skill, picking out the best path, picking out for the entire group, not just thinking about myself, but the entire group. The easiest route and the route with the most cover. So
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Ooh, I like the most covered one.
15.
Yeah, you passed.
So that's what, 5 passes, 2 fails.
Mm-hmm.
So one more pass and we're good.
Yep.
Do it's
one
on
more
you.
fail and we're bad.
Well, I mean,
No,
you
we
get
need 2 more fails.
2 fails. You.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you'd gone back to 3 or not, because now I'm really
I would not,
pressure's
I would
on.
not do that. We started, and it's not. It wouldn't be fair for me to do that. That'd be awful. I'm not that guy. I'm not an unfair DM.
Because
I'm
mine is
vicious,
hilariously
but I'm not
dumb.
unfair.
I love it.
Mine's hilariously dumb.
Okay.
Dew's going to use their insight because Mahel is the one leading us. Dew's going to insight check Mahel to see how confident he is, to make sure that he's actual confident that we're going the right direction, or that he's doing his little pretend confidence thing that he's done before.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Roll for it. Wow. That's a fail.
Wow. Dude.
Dang.
Dew, I told you that I was going to be the one.
Now it's
Alright,
all on
Callus,
Kalos.
it's all
And
on
now
you.
it is all.
Now it's literally on you.
It's all or nothing, Kalos. Like, it's all on you. You either pass or you fail based on
No.
what you roll, Kalos. What you
No
roll.
pressure.
No pressure at all. Yeah.
I have to use one of the ones that gotta give me the best roll. So one of my best things I have is persuasion. So I want to use persuasion on the group to inform them that this trek is not that bad, not that deadly. Let them know that it's this is actually not that bad of a trek. We've had worse, and try to persuade them that this is going to be okay.
Non-magical bardic inspiration.
Pep talk. That's what that's called. A pep talk.
Okay. I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh
Oh my god.
We failed.
no! I don't know
They
yet. I
failed.
don't know what it is.
Son of a bitch!
They failed.
By one.
I set the DC at 15. That's a tough DC. I mean, it really is. You know, for a skills challenge of players at level 4, it was tough. But you saw those beginning rolls, man. This is why. This is why. And dang, dang, dang.
You have a +8 too.
I know.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Holy
Adam. Yes, it is cosmic
shit.
balance. Oh, look at that. Oh no, whoops, wrong page. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's that 4 failures. Oh, watch me circle this. Oh, yes. Oh. I'm so happy about this. Oh my god. Okay. So, as you all are trekking this path of ups and downs and all arounds, with the not so great pep talk, you know, the looking at bugs thing and bees.
I ate a few of them.
Right. Um, and there you go. But you stumble your way up into the footprint of the kettle there, where you see this almost like this blast took out or ate away a chunk of the kettle itself, but it's not really like there's no scorch marks. This isn't scorched earth kind of thing. It's almost as if it just parts all just kind of were just kind of cut out and just gone. But as you, let me see, we're going to, no, and then this is going to be your disadvantage. It's where the DM gets to kind of fast forward us a little bit in this narration as you step into the kettle. You step into the footprint. And you see like the foundation. A third of the foundation of this building is visible, is in open air. And as you look ahead and step upon this foundation and move forward, you see you see rooms within this building essentially just exposed to the open air. Half of these rooms just exposed, like somebody took a dollhouse and just cut right down it. Took that third, threw it away. But there is a path as these pillars line this long hallway with this blue checkered carpet. And you move forward into the building, into the kettle. And as you walk in, it doesn't. It seems like nothing's wrong as you walk in, as you step into the building, as if the building should be whole, is completely there. That's the odd sensation right now, is that you know something's wrong, but it doesn't feel wrong. And you walk ahead, and you're walking down the hallway. And as you reach where, oh boy, I forgot where I put you guys. Oh, there we go. What was this roll?
Didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
Oh, that's funny. Let me do something here, and then we're going to. Where's my? Oh, I see. I gotta get rid of that. And you. Oh, motherfucker. How do I undo? Oh god. There we go. Reveal. Okay. So you begin to walk up, and you see more pillars and more walkway, more carpet. But there's this sense that of comfort that you all feel as you're walking into this place, like you've been here before. And as a side, to your memory at least, none of you have been here. You don't think. Except, Mahel, you're sure you've been here before. But maybe not? I don't know. Something about the smell. And that's a lot of the feeling that Kalos you're getting as well. The smell of the hall, of the air within this building. It's familiar. Oddly familiar. But you can't place it. And you find yourselves continuing up this hallway until it ends. And there's a door. And let me see. I gotta get rid of. Okay, and then so. And as you find yourselves, you reach the end of this hallway. And place you. And there's a door. And take you and is that it? Yes. Okay. So now I need to move the there it is. Wah wah wah. Wah wah wah. Oh. Dag nabbit. Can't get any closer. How do I? No, I don't want to do that. Okay. God. Swear to God. Okay. I will get the hang of Roll20 on stream eventually. That's the tricky bitch. All right. So I gotta find where's that. I fix it. But you find yourselves down at the end of this hallway in this door. And there's a door here. And on the door, you see a name placard. It says Copperpot.
Where did we come in at?
You came in up here.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
And let's see, we did. God damn, where is this window capture? It's not. Oh, it is that one. There it is. Okay, so get the filters. Okay, fine. So stupid. There we go. Just do that, and do that, and then just slide it on over. There we go. Okay, now the folks at home can see what we're talking about.
I can't, at least me, I can't see the bottom. Oh, now I can. Okay.
Yeah,
never
you
mind.
just have to finagle with it a little bit.
Okay. A specific zoom, I can't see the bottom on.
Mm-hmm. It does that.
That's weird.
Oh, okay.
All right. If then I would definitely look back at the group, draw my sword, and cautiously open the door.
Hold on.
Okay.
Before you do that, let me look at the door.
Okay.
I run up and poke you in the back and give you guidance, and then run back to where I'm standing now.
Okay.
Guidance gives you a D4 roll to ability checks. Oh, actually, I should have given that to you, Kalos. I'm gonna run up, and then I'm gonna give you one too. But then it's gonna fade off of Mahel.
Yeah, there you go. It's
I'm like, oh, wait, wrong person. And then I'm gonna poke Kalos in the back, and then I'll run back again.
All right, so I want to check the door. What would you like me to roll?
What are you physically feeling the door, or are you just looking at it?
Looking at it. I'm just looking.
Perception.
Right now, I'm not. Yeah, perception. Okay.
And when Dew runs up, and as they are walking away from him, he's going to tap her and cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
That's my D4.
Plus D4.
I feel tougher.
So 19.
Okay. All right.
AC goes up to 18. Woo!
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. But you rolled high enough that I will allow you to make an Arcana check. And I will allow you to re-roll your D4 for that Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay. Roll the D4. Because it's... Wow, there it is. Okay.
Nice.
What you noticed in your perception roll was something just off. Just something off the center, like just... And with that Arcana roll, you see that this door is definitely magicked. And if you had touched it, it would have been bad. It would have been super bad.
Okay.
Like where you were all huddled there. It would have been... The DM was trying to kill you right there.
I kind of figured.
Oh no.
So, Mahel, there is some kind of magic on this door. Everyone step back for a bit. And then we're going to step back. We're right here.
I don't see Mahel moving much. He's just like chilling. It's like, it's okay. He wants to die. We all know this. He's got a death wish. Can't hear you, Ryan.
He's blocking everybody. He's waiting for everybody else to move.
Sure. I love it.
He's holding his shield up.
He's shielding, yeah. Oh, wow, I almost said it. Wow, okay.
Why
So
would Mr.
Everyone?
Copperpot-
get back 30 feet, please.
Why would Mr.
I am way more than
Copperpot-
30 feet back.
Yes, I know you are.
Hiding around that corner.
Okay.
And so
And
at
I'm
this
waiting
point,
for a loud noise.
I cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
Okay. Why would Mr. Copperpot have a name with its door, with a door with its name on it?
I don't know. But there is some kind of magical force on this, and I do not want us near this.
Aerith, do you remember, is this the direction of the center of that magical globe?
I just know we need to get underground. It wasn't at the foundation. We're inside now, so I'm not sure if she can tell. She just what was described
really,
it was
that's
that it was a
really
sphere.
hard to do,
Yeah.
you know. But a survival roll might tell you something.
All right.
Golly. It's really hard to tell. You know, the thing is, when you're looking down at something or looking up at something from being down, like it looks like the center point could have been underground, but maybe it was not that low. But it's hard to tell where that is inside this building, though, because you're not really sure if the end of this or this if this wall is like the end of the building, because it was like there's probably more over to the air. So this could be in the center, but it's hard to tell. I don't know.
Well,
Okay, Mahel.
50-50.
We're going to open this door, but we're going to be from far away. You okay with this?
I'm ready. And I take my shield and I block and I have him stand behind me and I just like hunker down behind my shield. And hopefully that would be like, I don't know, something. Give us
All right.
something.
So at this point, I cast Mage Hand,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden the spectral hand comes out from me and just starts heading towards the door. And then the hand itself grabs the doorknob.
Okay. And Mahel, what were you doing with the shield again? I didn't catch all of that.
So basically I'm holding the shield up, hiding behind it and having him stand and he's casting it over my shoulder. So think of like a army unit stacked up on itself.
Okay.
But with my shield in front.
Okay.
So I'm blocking him with my body and my shield.
You are indeed. Okay. And you send the spectral hand over to the door, to the knob, to grasp the knob of the door. And as it begins to encircle itself around the doorknob, there is a flash that blinds you all as you hear and then feel a concussion, a blast. And it's not enough to knock you over or to even give you damage, other than the ringing in your ears. And as your eyes begin to readjust from the bright flash, you see this doorway empty, with wisps of smoke and faint glimpses of the faded magic. And from inside comes a voice. Are you coming in? It's time to play.
Mahal's going to cautiously walk up to the door and peek around the corner.
As
I'm
you peek
closely
around,
behind him.
what you see is what appears to be a grand office of sort. What? I said reveal, bitch. Why aren't you? Hold on. I clicked the. No, I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. Wait, what? Wait, why is it? Oh, because. Stupid thing up. Hold on. There it is. I'm never gonna get this done. Okay, there we go. Reveals his grand office is just as about as good as I could do in such a short amount of time today. And what you see ahead is one of those dragon men, but you did see one of these before. It's one of the rare ones. One of the powerful ones. And behind the desk, you see an unconscious Mr. Copperpot. Now, unfortunately, I'd never made a token for Mr. Copperpot, so I'm using the token of one of the Minotaurs I've made for Shadows over Atlantis. Mr. Copperpot is not a Minotaur. He's a dragon. But what we'll do is we'll zoom out. There we go. Kind of. No, that's not working. Stop it. Okay, there we go. So we do that.
Mahal's gonna walk forward
Bitch.
and say, "What have you done to him?"
And that is where we roll initiative.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that.
As we do.
As you do.
So. Oh, I need to
17.
hit that. Oh, I need
Oh,
the
do you-
thingy. Where's the thingy? Oh,
Oh no.
Oh wow!
Hold
Actually,
on.
Oh,
did
it
fairly
still rolled
well.
it.
Okay.
Still rolled it.
Let me see. Oh no. Oh, that's how I do it. Okay. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. That one. And that one. Right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
look
now
at
we
these
do-
initiatives, folks. Jeez.
We just need.
I don't want to hear it. I
Callus's-
rolled a nat one.
Where is it?
Oh, Callus's isn't showing up.
Oh, it didn't show up. Darn. Okay. So.
You can just add him though.
I know. I get it. Whatever. Bleh. How do I... Hold on. Oh, add custom. Okay.
Yep.
That's your... Huh? Okay.
You can't add his token. You just have to write his name.
So, oh, golly, I cannot type on this. Okay. Callus, and what was that? A 3? Wow.
Yeah, it was a nat one. It was terrible.
Okay. Oh, that didn't...
Yeah. Now click on the number
Oh,
and change it to 3.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
If you put a number in originally, it might every time you go to his turn, it might add 3 because it also can be used as a tracker of turns.
Oh, great.
So you might want to delete that. Just type in his name and
Right. Okay, I get it. Okay.
just write 3 or do 3 afterwards.
Okay. This is not intuitive. I swear to God. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Hold on. Shit.
And I did say I stepped into the room. So.
Where did I? Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Oh, right. Okay. I knew I had this. Let's see. It. What? Bitch? Stop it. Okay. I think I do that, and then there it is. Okay. So, oh no, this is gonna be shitty. Oh wow. Okay. That's not the worst, but I have to do this manually now. Fuck. Okay. And then there we go. And then oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let me move this over so that everybody else can see it too. Okay, there we go. There's our initiative. Everyone except for Kalos did really, really well. You know. So yeah, Mahel had walked in, which caused our initiative to begin. But our initiative begins with Aerith.
So Aerith's going to hear Mahel see what did you done to him, and is excited and hoping that that meant he sees Copperpot and runs in after him. I'm not sure where Mahel happened to go.
Okay.
Do I you said we know this dragonkin. Is he the same type as the three that we were fought as we were trying to run away in Colonist? You said he's a powerful one. We recognize it.
It's not the. I don't think it was those. It's the more powerful one. It's the most powerful one.
Surveying the room, I do see Copperpot.
Did you fight one of these yet?
What were the three that we fought when we were running away?
Honestly, but did not kill, right?
This is the one the one we fought that when we ran away, turned into us when it died.
Oh no. Okay, that's. Oh, okay, cool. So no, those were the Sivak. No, yeah, you don't recognize this one. This one looks different. It's not that it's larger, because the Sivaks are huge, and this one is the only one of them that has absolutely no wings, or even kind of the little nubs of sorts that some of these dragon men have. But it is definitely has this very like old rusted gold sheen to its scales, and it stands there with no armor and no weapons, just two hands lifted up, its talons curled, and a glow around both his paws.
Aerith sees Copperpot on the ground, knowing that this person has probably done something to him. Worried that we're not going to be able to handle this, and is going to give her best shot and cast a fireball at him.
All right. All right. Go
Making
ahead.
Starting
sure
off
it
strong.
doesn't hit Copperpot, right?
Yeah, where's the blast gonna
Oh,
pop up?
what's the range? What's this range? What's this range?
30 feet.
Foot.
It's a
20
30
foot?
feet sphere.
So
So
it's
you
gonna be between. It's gonna hit him because it's gonna be. I don't know where Mahel is, but it's not gonna be there because he just ran in, right?
I'm right in front of you, or right behind you.
Yeah. So I don't know. How do we do a circle?
So we gosh, you know it's funny. I have these. Oh, I didn't upload those yet, did I? No.
Draw a circle.
So if you cast it here,
Uh-huh.
it won't hit anybody but him.
Okay, that's where I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing. Okay.
It has a 120-foot range. It's a 20-foot sphere.
We want draw shape. Is it Alt or Control for circle?
It's Alt.
Okay. So Alt and
20-foot sphere.
what is that? Trying to count the. Can't see the squares.
Yeah, it's hard to see. 2, 3. Is it 20-foot radius or 20-foot diameter?
I think it's a 20-foot radius.
Okay, then it's twice this size
So
that
it's
I got on here.
okay. So that's 20. So probably like that, or let's see. Let's just say
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Oh, god damn it. You know, it's... Oh, there it is. There we go.
Yeah, it's there.
So
I do.
about that, roughly?
Yeah, that's what. I
Okay,
would
it's
say.
a little bit bigger, probably, but... Okay, so just a little smaller. All right. Okay. And we set it about right there. Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage. Is there a roll saving throw?
Is it not working?
Nope. It worked.
Oh, darn! I did it again. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So you let off your big ass fireball in the middle of this office, and
Copperpot's gonna be pissed.
as the blast envelops this dragon man, he will take full 27 points of fire as you know, except for one little thing. Yeah. As the fireball envelops this dragon man and then is kind of
Yeah.
eats itself away, right? There's the form of the dragon man still standing there, unfazed, unmoved. And that dust settles. And he looks at you and grins.
It didn't hurt him at all.
Oh, it did.
Okay.
I thought it did. He said he took the 27.
He
Or
looks,
is it that he deserved it?
he
Either
took,
way.
he took some damage.
That's all I wanted.
I'm gonna yell. Is Kalos in the room yet, or was he there?
I'm in the room. I can see it.
Yeah, he's right at the
Okay.
doorway.
We've found Copperpot. We are engaging. We need to let the others know he's alive. Get out of here.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
Again. Oh, God,
Get
this is great.
the others.
It's like-
They need to know he's alive.
Why does everyone just want me to leave? I don't
They
get it.
never learn.
I know. They just want me to go. Like,
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Yes, yes. Let's just take away our only healer.
Yeah, dude just stares at you, pulls a bug out of their hair, and then
Oh, we
eats
ain't
it
gonna
while
survive
staring
this.
at you.
Okay. So, do you have any bonus actions, Aerith?
Not at the moment. Not unless I'm.
Okay.
Not in. I just have reactions. I think.
Okay. All right, it's Dude's turn.
Yeah. After Dew finishes chewing up the bug from their hair, staring at Aerith, is going to run forward. Wait, let me measure this out really quick. 25. Perfect. I can get just outside the door. Squeeze past Kelos and right here and go, oh, there he is. Then I'm going to cast. Oh, perfect. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt. Actually, no, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm going to cast Thinking Cloud. I'm going to drop a big old stinky bomb right on top of this dragon thing.
Okay.
You need to make a Constitution saving throw, which probably is going to work.
Shut up. And where's that? Oh, there we go. Okay, let me hit that. Constitution?
Yes.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Of course I did.
Also, could I get a fungi token
Wait, hold on.
when you're ready?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't have to roll that yet. It's at the start of his turn, right? Yep.
The cloud spreads to the corner of its area, heavily scared. The creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn.
Yep.
Sorry.
So
Can we count that towards the start of its turn?
Nope, because you asked for a fungi token, so still your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
The hell would have much rather a
Can't make it that easy for you.
guiding bolt.
Let me see where.
I mean, technically it was. I just needed the token because fungi was moving while I was casting.
Say, oh, that's what I need. So copy and then back. And no, wrong one. There it is. Okay, and then paste. There's fungi. Okay.
Fungi is moving in this direction.
And good. Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Okay. All right, and then this cloud. Is this also basically where that circle is, essentially? Because
Yeah, it's right on top of him. It's
Okay.
It's a 20-foot
Did you want it centered on him?
circle. Probably like right there. It's only 20 feet, so it's pretty small.
Well, it's
20-foot radius or diameter?
20-foot radius is pretty big. Oh, golly, why can't I? Hold on, let me zoom in here a little bit. I can see the squares a bit more. Here I can't. Since what did it? Ah, there it is. Now I can see. That is there. It is. So yeah, that's so about there.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay. And it's now the Ark's turn, who will fail another saving throw. Well, fuck me. Awesome. Excellent. Is this an obscured? Is it obscured?
Yes, it's obscured.
Okay. So, heavily obscured, exactly, is the words I was looking for. Okay. So, and you hear it laughing and laughing. And that would be yes. Okay. Okay. I'm really not trying to kill y'all, but
We are in a really convenient cluster right there.
I know. And I need to let me see. This would be. I'm gonna say Arcana. Let me. Okay. Oh, there we go. Copy that. Let's paste it. And let's see. Probably say,
Yup.
yeah, it's kind of too. That's too easy. Okay. Dexterity saving throws, everyone, please.
I'm real good at those.
Dirty 20.
Hot. Oh.
13.
Okay. And Cal's got a 19. Okay. And our DC here is what? What's the DC? Oh, damn. That's a high DC, dude. 17. So, okay. Mahel and Kalos will take half. As Dew and Aerith will take the full blast of a fireball. Where I need to roll. Oh, god dang it. I don't have that.
As I see this fireball forming, can I attempt counter spell?
You can't see it forming.
Oh, okay. It just appears.
It well because it's forming within this obscured cloud, and you don't.
We can't see him at all. Oh,
You
okay.
don't see the
Side of my stinking
fireball
cloud.
until it comes out of the stinking cloud. And so yeah, Aerith and Dew will take 22. Mahel and Kalos will take 11.
Okay.
And
Let me make a con save to see if I can hold up that
stinking cloud. No.
Fail, right?
That
Yeah,
is-
the
So-
DC should
Yeah.
be 11.
Can I
Yep.
make a reaction?
Depends. What's the reaction?
So, because I took damage,
Mhm.
now I am going to cast Hellish Rebuke on him,
Okay.
and I point my finger right to where he was standing, and I just scream out, "Die!"
Okay.
and cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
Okay. And that's what, a 60-foot? Right?
60 foot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And you should be within that, right?
You have to be able to see them, Kalos.
Well, here's the thing.
It depends on what order my spell fails versus.
I will say, it's you can use reactions. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna give it to you just because, like, it's the stinking cloud. It like starts to dissipate as soon as dew is damaged. So you're both damaged at the same time. You take a little bit less of it because you kind of are able to dodge some of it. I would say that if it was the other way around, if you took the full brunt of damage and Dew took only half, that would be an impossibility. But since Dew took more damage than you did from this, like, I would say that the spell started to fall before you wouldn't be able to react to this, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I'm going to say go ahead,
All right. So I cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
and that's what's the saving throw?
16 dexterity.
16 dexterity. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's see. Oh no, that's not him. That's okay. So dexterity. Yeah, it fails. So you hit it with 16 fire, which kind of makes them flinch a little bit, but doesn't do like the full extent. As it continues to laugh,
I also wanted to do a reaction.
go for it.
I wanted to use my absorb elements to lessen that by half even more.
Okay.
And it stores fire in my sword, so my first melee attack against the creature hits with an additional 1d6 fire damage.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to use absorb elements.
Okay.
That
So you'll
don't-
end up taking
I roll that.
5 from that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take 5 damage. So
Okay. And let me see. Okay. Any other reactions? No? Okay.
No.
So he continues to laugh. So we get back to that. I don't know. And is really unfazed by any of you. But yeah, as you blast out and fire back and all this stuff, I am going to say, yeah. Go ahead, Hell.
Yep, my turn.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to yell at them to get Copperpot and run, because obviously this thing's powerful enough to take out Copperpot is probably too much for us. Then I am going to move forward, and then I'm going to use my action to move forward again.
Okay.
The stinking cloud is gone, so
Yes.
I'm going to get right here, right in his face. And then I'm going to use action surge, and I'm going to swing twice.
Okay.
first attack is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay, so he's gonna take yeah. Okay, 11 points of damage
Okay.
plus the d6 of fire damage.
Okay.
So 2 points fire damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to swing again.
Okay.
So I now have 2 attacks. That is a 15 to hit.
Okay.
Does that hit?
No, that does not hit.
Okay.
That just kind of bounces off the scales of this thing.
Okay. And that then yep. Oh, and I also need to make a Constitution save, but my DC is 10 for or not that Constitution save. Sorry.
Oh.
For the Shield of Faith I cast on 17. Okay, so she's good.
Okay. But the absorb elements, is that the spell that you got from your dragon mark?
It is.
Huh. Well, first go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I did.
For
You want me to make another one?
No, for that. For the you thought that was for
No.
the Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was concentration. That was for concentration.
No, it's not for concentration, it's for something
Okay.
else.
13.
Okay. What did I Yeah. So you totally, before you get a chance to run up to it, you totally puked.
So it totally looks like Mahel, and this isn't the first time. It totally looks like Mahel has like nervous pukes. You guys don't know that it's because of his dragon mark. You guys think it's just every time we get in a fight, Mahel pukes. It's like he's nervous and pukes, and then he gets into a fight.
And then he runs into battle and starts whacking at this thing.
Yeah.
And because the dragon, okay. You go to attack. Yeah, go ahead. Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
I was thinking, but no, I'm not going to use my bonus action.
Okay.
I think I'm going to end it right there. But I'm also yelling through my puke, get copper pot and run.
Okay. All right. So that would make it Kalos' turn.
All right, so Kalos is trying to get away from the doorway and of the group, and I have him move his 30 feet up here.
Okay.
And then I see the Dragonkin, and I attack it with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You get what do you guys? 5th?
Yeah, so
two.
I get 2 attacks with it.
All
Yep.
right, go for it. All right.
21.
that hits.
And then the damage for that one is 10.
Okay.
And the second attack, nat 20.
Wow. All right. So max plus dice.
So it's 15 plus
Well,
17, so 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 22. Perfect.
Mhm.
So 10 and 22. Wow. All right. Yeah, that's right. All right. So, pow, pow. As these blasts of eldritch energy slam into this auric dragonborn or dragon draconian, and kind of for the first time, really feels a smash, a colossal crash of damage.
Oh, also, I'm sorry. I did get in one of my invocations on this. It has Lance of Lethargy, so now its speed is reduced by 10 feet each from each hit. So its speed's down to 20.
Okay. All right. And yeah, he looks like he got the wind knocked out of him. As the laughter stops,
Whoops.
Not laughing so much now, are we?
Oh, good. You pissed him off.
anything else, Callus?
Way to poke a bear.
No, that's all I can do right now.
I'm
Okay.
just mad I did it before you did, dude.
That would mean it's Aerith's turn.
So she's definitely going to make her way to Copperpot, seeing that Mahel is up there. There's no opportunity of attack. She's going to try and get to as close to him as possible. I can only move 30 feet.
You can use
Knowing
your
that I'm-
action to dash, which will allow you to go 30 more feet.
Right here-ish would be your 30 feet.
And that's an action.
No, that's
That's
just
your movement.
That's just your movement 30 feet, but you can use your action to dash, which would allow you to go 30 more feet.
Which would
So
be
it's total
So
of
okay,
60.
I'll do that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna nope, I'm trying to move her. Noticing that dude had not gone to go warn them, I'm definitely gonna go try and get Copperpot. As I'm nearing, I'm gonna use 2 points of sorcery and use a quicken spell to make a spell a bonus action, and I'm going to do Mind Spike on him because it looked like he absorbed my fireball and threw it back at me. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to try and mess with his mind.
I like it. And so that's what's the saving throw on that? Intelligence, right? I believe. Or is it charisma? Wisdom?
Why isn't it? Wisdom? Attack save.
Wisdom save?
It says attack save is wisdom 16.
Okay, there it is.
Wisdom saving throw. There it is.
Oh yeah, it fails. So
Oh.
go ahead and roll the damage. All right.
Nice.
As this
Oh, it failed?
psychic
Yeah.
spike like just jams into his skull. You can see his wince in his face. And from here, it's almost as if in your eyes, he just kind of starts to glow, Aerith. So you always know where he is.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I have knowledge while he's in the plane. He can't be hidden from me. And he gets no benefit from that condition against me, being invisible. Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right, Aerith, your turn is done. Do the do.
Yeah, so Fungi is gonna keep moving, which his full movement will get to our unconscious friend over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
on our dragon friend, hoping that maybe he gets up, because all I see from over here is that he's unconscious, so maybe healing him will wake him up. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at first level for 6 points of healing. And then I'm going to just tuck around this corner here.
And so we all see this little cat running across the rug there, bounces up onto the desk, and runs over to the unconscious
Yes.
gentleman with the silver hair. And kind of moves its
With the
paw
kitty
over
biscuits.
and just kind of boops him right on the nose, and you see this little glow. As Oswald wakes up,
Yes.
eyes
Hoping
open
for.
wide, looks around.
The cat's going to wave at him and then go towards the dragon behind it.
And it gives this knowing grin at Fungi. Okay. Okay, I don't know. All right. Which means, what do I need to do here? I need to do. Okay. Very good. Okay. And then we're going to. What? Oh, that's the wrong. That's hilarious. Okay. Where's that?
Why are you making me roll low?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I can do that by myself.
That was an accident.
I don't need help.
That was an accident. But what you see is you see Oswald's eyes open, looks around, sees everyone. And he sees Mahel engaged with this arc. And sees Aerith closing in on him. Sees the little mushroom hat just slightly in the doorway. And Kalos on the far side of the room. And he looks at this arc. It is time for you to leave, son. As he lifts his hand up, snaps his fingers, and the arc is no more.
Yay!
And when that happens, Aerith, you get this weird sensation as you realize like that arc didn't just like keel over and die or go invisible or anything like that, but just blinked out of existence.
Oh yeah, I felt that.
And
then I'm gonna go look over to that and look at Mr. Copperbot and wise eyes wide, and just sigh. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Mal. Kalos. How did you two meet? How are you here?
What do you introduced us?
I most certainly did not.
What is going on here? We need to put this down so Fuzzy Bottom can get here.
Put what down?
I'm assuming it's gone with him.
Do we hear dragons coming? Because they should be
the
waiting.
barrier. We had to come in here. They can't pass through it.
But that still doesn't answer my question. You two weren't supposed to meet yet.
You introduced us, Mr. Copperbottom.
Yeah.
You sent us on a mission together.
But I didn't. I haven't.
But
Hell,
Fuzzy Bottom's restaurant.
I haven't seen you since your induction into the Knights of the Sword.
We need Mr. Fuzzybottom here.
How
Mr.
did you-
Copperpot.
How did you find your brother? And that
What?
is where we'll end.
Really? You're ending it there?
They're brothers.
Oh my god. Oh shit. I mean, that explains a lot. But oh shit.
And with that, my shield of faith drops because I'm so surprised.
Weird.
And we'll pick this back up in 2 weeks' time for more Dragons of Rebirth here with the Chatty Fam. And yeah, you know, stuff is stuff, and we'll get into that. But, you know, a secret was revealed. Oh, no.
The secret, that was a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
I know. That's why I dropped it right before we ended, you know. 'Cause, yeah. Stew on that, all right? So
This is gonna be a wonderful 2 weeks.
let's see, and pretty soon here we'll have some spaces for role play between you know, sessions and stuff, you know. Of course, that's all side stuff. It's not like, you know, but anyway. So let's go around and have everyone tell you all their things, and we'll go in opposite order from last time. So let me just bounce back over to our main screen so this isn't totally confusing, and I still get to see the cute Stinger. So Audrey, go ahead and tell the folks at home where they can find you on the internet and what you're up to.
I'm Audrey, also known as Dornia Rain on Twitch. You can find me here every other Sunday playing this amazing game, and I can't wait to get back to it. But thank you so much for watching. This has been really so much fun. That's all I'm up to. I'm just here every other Sunday.
Awesome.
The hell? What do you think is going on?
Go ahead. The hell.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ryan at Barely Baron on Twitch and Twitter. And apparently, I have a brother. I was raised on the streets, and I have a brother.
You know, who was raised by a green dragon. You know.
I don't know how to take this right now,
Yeah.
especially considering we didn't like each other very much at the beginning. So,
That makes sense though.
Yeah.
anyway, you can find me pretty much on this channel almost every day now. Let's see.
Pretty much.
So every other Sunday, you can find me here playing this game. Alternating Sundays, you can find me. Actually, I think that game is going to end real soon because we're getting ready to fight Asarak. Tomb of Annihilation over on Dark Queen Gaming. I don't know what we're going to do after that, if we're going to do another game or if they're going to do another game. I don't know yet. I do kind of got to thin out my schedule a little bit. Every other Mondays, not this Monday, but next Monday, we got a new game that I am having so much fun. It's called Dr. Where the Fuck. They are a group of adventurers that wandered into a magnificent mansion that one of their players actually made, but don't remember making. But then again, Steven doesn't remember a lot of things. But Steffi didn't remember it either. So,
Or did she?
Or did she? So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I DM that game. It's a D&D 5e homebrew that kind of uses aspects from all the different worlds. So Dragonlance, Orth, What's the one from Dark Sun?
Oh, that's Tyr. No, that's not Tyr. It's a. Oh my God! I know the. Athos.
Okay, and then Eberron, and wherever I want to put them, because the mansion goes where it wants to go. It has its reasons, but they'll find that out. They still haven't even cleared out the mansion yet. So, then this Tuesday you got me at Star Trek Adventures, and then alternating Tuesdays from Star Trek Adventures is usually called Cthulhu. It looks like we're shooting for a July 6th start date for season 4. We do have a tentative name called Land of the Lost. So we're really excited about that one. They're going to go into the Amazon, and we will get back to some of my bread and butter Cthulhu. Is that it? That's it. I think that's it.
All right.
Only got 4 games right now. 5 games. 5 games right now. Yes.
You know, 'cause
Only.
you have a break from
Only.
school right now, so I
Yep.
guess that's okay. All right. But thank you, Ryan. Matt, go and tell the folks your stuff.
Hi, I'm Matt Fire, Twitch and Twitter. Apparently, I have a brother now.
You just found out you had a daddy.
I know. I just found out I had a daddy last one. Now I got a brother. What the hell is going on? No clue.
What the hell, indeed.
Where do they find you?
So yeah, you can find me here every other Sunday with these amazing people here because God, we love them. Love all of you guys, especially our DM. He's awesome. He's amazing. We love you.
Mhm.
Even though you try killing us, we still love you.
Oh, I thought we were dead for sure.
I was hoping to hit a nat 20 on one of those attacks because I was going to dump everything I have into it. It's like 4d6 and 2d4 and everything.
Hey, you know what? I was
Just
actually
wanted
quite
the
surprised.
giant- Oh, go
Okay.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, dude just wanted the giant dragon to save us all.
Yes, apparently we need to stop telling Dude to leave or run away because that's not happening.
If you were out there, I would have told you to leave.
I was
They were
like,
the only
2
ones
fights in a
that
row.
were engaged.
I think Mahel vocally laughed at when you said that.
I was hoping they would go, but
Just saving your asses again. Saving you from dragons.
What are you gonna do?
I was gonna put a beacon of hope on him, thinking that maybe he's trying to, do death saves and it gives him advantage on it. It's like, I don't
Interesting.
know.
Interesting. All right. Is there anything else, Matt?
No, that's it. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Awesome. All right, Stephanie.
I am Stephanie. I am tea and tails everywhere, and everyone wants the cleric to leave the party, and I don't know why. No, you can find me pretty much exclusively here on Maddie's channel, for this and for Ryan's new stream every other Monday, which I'm really excited about. I've only got to play 1 session so far, but I'm having a blast already, and cosplay. Woo. And more bonkers characters, because I know how much Maddie loves the crazy characters. So,
Banana pants. I like to use the
Banana
word
pants.
Yeah.
all of my banana pants characters, the most banana pants. And then, at some point in the future, there's something else happening.
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's getting closer.
Getting closer. Otherwise, I make dice bags for people. Tea and Tails dice bags. I will make your character. I am also giving away lots of fun dice and dice trays because my dice affiliate program keeps sending me free stuff, so I keep giving away free stuff. Fun.
Nice.
So buy dice bags, and I might give you a free set of dice. Oh, hey, got there! Yay! I was actually forgot to ask if it made it to you, and I would take that as a yes. It did.
Look at
There was something extra in there too.
Yes, I saw that.
Speaking of extras that I sometimes send people.
Nice.
Yeah. Ryan got that one in the Helping Heart Hands last time
Right.
giveaway.
Okay.
Yes, that's everything.
Pow. And yeah, I'm Maddie, and I don't know, my life's turned upside down, so I don't even know what day it is anymore. Except I know it's a Sunday because we're playing Dragonlance. Tomorrow I should normally be over at Dumpstack Charisma, but we're going to be off tomorrow because our DM is on a family vacation until Tuesday. But Tuesday we'll be back here for Star Trek. And then, yeah. There's a lot of things in the works right now. We've got some games coming up. We've got more Dragonlance coming soon. We've got a really cool Masks game that's going to be starting here this summer over on Saturdays in the afternoon, I believe. And then, of course, next Sunday we'll be back here for Duval and Dragons. And with all that, I know there's other things and stuff, but we're still working out scheduling for a few other ideas and things. So we'll see how that all goes. I'm just trying to get through this house thing and all this other crap. Wow. So, real life is fun. This is fun. This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
This was a blast. I had a great time. And, ended just the way I wanted it to. Like, God damn, that was perfect. So perfect. Chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, yeah, we also still need to get back to the thing that Mr. Fuzzy Bottom rolled really bad perception rolls on when he was with Aerith. Wonder what that's about. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to that next episode. Or next episode will be 3.5 hours of brotherly love.
I doubt it.
And, well, if anything, it's definitely going to be a lore dump, I'm sure. So, yeah, lots of things being revealed as we see Mr. Copperpot for the very first time. Huh. But until we come back for that, we are going to go raid. Let's go see what's up. Oh, Matt's playing Gloomhaven. Cool. So good friend Matt Foreman is playing Gloomhaven, which is a board game, which is dope. I'm all about that. So let's go raid. Because we're here, we're queer, get used to it, and Matt is also queer as fuck as well. So let's spread the queer love. Free the fucks and all of the butts. And let's raid now. Bye!